Hey, it's Anthony with Land Title. Here's your first to know for the greater Denver metro area. And it really looks like things are kind of coming to some sort of stability, right? As we enter Q3, expect numbers to look a little bit better than they did in Q1 and 2 because, well, that's when the slowdown really started to occur last year. Now, what does that really mean? It means we kind of missed the peak of the market, but the bulk of the market really is kind of in balance with where it was a year ago. And we really expected to see this going into the season. We're only up 0.3% from this time last year, a little down from where we were. June is the peak of the market, so there should be no stress there like that. We would expect to see that. You go into the median's pretty flat. So those are all good signs on the detached side of things. If you look at the condo townhouse markets, this is a good sign, right? Things are improving a little bit. They're very stable. In a market like this with Colorado's low inventory, you would expect this to be stable. Low buyers, low inventory, we're coming to some sort of stability. Now, the rest of the national market may not be doing this, but what we're seeing here locally is these are some really good projected things, right? I mean, real estate's been a good investment for a long time. And you look in the market here, our second guess here, or I guess our second check, right, would be that price per square foot. You can see that price per square foot is 1% above where it was last year. It's been very stable in the detached market. The attached market, it dropped off a little bit there, but it's really looked stable and it's improved quite a bit over the course of this year so far. So what does that mean? It means that everything's fine, right? Nothing to panic about. But the only things we really need to be concerned about and we really need to pay attention to are what's going on with supply and demand. Because if you're going to talk to your buyers or your sellers about the most important parts of the market, number one on your list right now should be new listings were down 17% last month from the previous month, which we usually see a little bit of a drop off. But we are down 25% from this time last year in active units of inventory. So sellers have stopped coming to market nearly as much as before. And because of that, we are back into an inventory shortage, right? This time last year, we had skyrocketing inventory because buyers slowed down, but sellers didn't quite get there yet. And here we are now where the sellers have really responded to these new market conditions because a lot of times they just kind of have those golden handcuffs because of their low interest rates. And with those higher interest rates, there's a lot of pent-up demand for sellers and buyers out in the marketplace. This is what buyers are doing, right? Buyers have been buying at this dramatically reduced level for the majority of the year. We're down 8% from this time last year. We're down 8% from this time last month, which is just pretty seasonal behavior. But the big issue here is we only have 3,700 under contracts where we were about 4,100 last year. So the market really has slowed down quite a bit. But sellers, you're still in a really good seat because if you own real estate, it looks like the market has really become a little more stable. And we get a lot of these like plateaus and high rises in price, right? So right now we're in one of those plateauing markets, and that's okay. It's very traditional in Colorado to see that every few years, especially when we enter a market like this. Month supply of inventory is stable again, 1.7 months of inventory. With that reduced seller behavior, we're just not seeing as many homes come to market. And by that happening, it's staying in this incredible seller's market. So what does that mean for your buyers and sellers out there? What it means is the average home's going under contract in 23 days, just like it was a month ago. And we're nearly 100% listed sale price, which is really barely off of last month, which is to be expected because we're going into Q3 and 4 as things tend to slow down a little bit, but they're just not slowing down that much, right? The market's pretty fast. Expect those days in MLS to rise going forward because they seasonally do every year. But how much are they going to rise? It's really hard to determine because we just don't have enough inventory out there, even with our current buyer pool. So that being said, if you have any other questions, concerns, or you're looking for any of the other local data, I'm Anthony at Land Title. Hope to catch you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Catch you next time.